Yeah. So I'm here going Aiden mode, right? Clutching up this DBQ's due May 5th, 11:59, and I have to use. Yeah, and anyone that knows how a DBQ works knows that you have to use all of the what do we call it documents, and that part wouldn't be so hard if I was good at writing essays. I may be thinking, well, shit for essays. If you're not good at writing essays, why aren't you focusing on writing an essay? Seem to have like two paragraphs where you see reason for that is I've hit a stump, and I'm mainly doing this for me in the sense of I need something to get my mind off of the essay, because I hate sitting around pondering what to do when I know what I'm supposed to do is and not actually doing it. It's so I thought I could do something semi-productive, but God, bro, I hate this because I know what I want. I know I have to do this, but I don't want to, and I just God, it's just I hate it, man. It's gotten to a point to it, and it's gotten to a point to it. I have so much stuff that's going to be due. Yeah, so all my English stuff's due May 15th, because that's when we're supposed to come out to school, and school's been canceled to nothing. But she put all the stuff due May 15th. But it's just man, I just wanna vibe out. I don't like this. I don't. I really don't. I just want to wait for my ITA classes to post their stuff, and I do those. But I can't just ignore my other classes because of that. But I wish I could, because kind of trapped. Cause I kind of trapped myself to where all my other classes from this point onward will usually be AP classes, and I don't like it because AP classes and AP tests require writing essays like DBQs and the other one, the long essay. Short answers I can do to some extent, but nah, essays no. I despise them. I just want to go. I'm telling you, I want to go back to my Excel class or my intro to computer science class because I like the atmospheres there. I was learning stuff I actually cared about, not just trying, trying stuff I already know, but at a different point of view with some added sauce of essays. See, I was okay with I used to be okay with social studies. Yeah, it's repetitive, but I could get past that, because some of the stuff was cool, like anything that was messing around with mankind, like the plagues, the wars, and really anything. I enjoyed that. But then you get but then you get to a point to where none of that stuff's happening, and it's boring, and it's just also yeah. And then they added English into it with with the introduction of you having to write an essay for it. Now, yeah, you know how people are like, yeah, man, I was okay with math before they added in PS1 cheat codes and variables. Yeah, see, that's me. It was social studies and English. I was okay with it until they added essays and shit. Because essays, are dumb, stupid, shouldn't use them. They, to me at least, can't show full mastery of a subject. I feel like if I want to show full mastery of a subject, you should give me something and then have me twist or turn it into meaning something different. For that shows I understand it. Yes, yeah, because that shows I understand the knowledge and I can shape it into whichever way I please and help support my arguments. Now you may say, well, isn't that an essay? Yeah, but wouldn't that be an essay? Yes, it would be. Yes, it would be an essay, and that is what I'm doing. When I say when I mean like a presentation or presentation or a project like presentation. That's the only way I can think of it. Presentation. Or I would hate doing it, but maybe like a 3D project, like what do you call them? Trifold boards or stuff like that. I would I would enjoy that a lot more than what I enjoy whatever I'm doing now. God, I love water nowadays. But this is dumb stupid. I want to go back to classes that I enjoyed. But I've now trapped myself to taking only classes I don't enjoy. And because I'm an ISTA, I can only take pretty much one elective every year. No, don't get twisted. I like and love my ISTA teachers. No sus. No homo. But I would like to do other things because I enjoy other teachers. Like I want to go back. Like I want to be a what do they call? I'm just counting teacher assistants. Yeah, I want to be a teacher assistant for some of my old teachers, like my Excel teacher, my intro to code teacher. I would like that. I like that a lot, because I enjoy those teachers' company and the environment within their rooms. Not to mention, it's a good way to just learn a class without actually being in the class. And now, the reason I want to go to Excel is because I might have got the highest Excel expert score in my school, but I'm rusty. I haven't had a reason to use Excel ever since that class, but Excel is my favorite Microsoft Office thing, so I would like to do it. And being her teacher assistant, being her teacher assistant, I could just do it in there, get back into the groove of it, become big brain yet again. And in the intro computer science, I called it code last time, but yeah, into that class, I could relearn that. Actually, no, she's doing cybersecurity now. Yeah. Well, yeah, heck it. I could learn cybersecurity without actually being in the class. Not to mention, both of his teachers are epic and cool. And that's not because I'm the 10 out of 10 favorite student in every classes. But I would also want to, but if I couldn't get them, I would also want to do it for an ICA teacher. Because, I'm going to have to see them for, I'm a sophomore, so yeah, for 2 more years. So it's just best to build up the relationship from then on. There's no reason for me to put up a bad reputation with people I'm going to see for 2 more years. Might as well have a good image of me in their mind. But but when it comes down to what I'm doing now, I find no enjoyment. I find that no reward. Usually, if something's challenging or something, and I enjoy it, hey, epic, time to have my shit tested. Yes, so big brain time. Now with something I don't like so studies and English essays, I sit here and what if I didn't and waited for one of my other classes to post stuff? And that's what I've been doing for the entirety of quarantine. And as the due dates now approach me, I am now realizing, hmm, was it my smartest move? No. Will I do it again? Most likely. But ah, that AP exam for APUSH is coming up, and I'm not ready. I'm not confident in my abilities. I was really, really relying on multiple choice, and the fact that I can use the internet helps me a bit. But the thing is, I'm not that fast at typing. I think my wait 3 minutes like 45. 45 would, yeah, I think it's around 45. So I sit there and I'm like, Also, searching up how things relate to another thing, isn't it? Because see, I can, yeah, because I wouldn't need to, because I could just, like, I can link them, like, yeah, I can link two subjects together just by dates and years. Not to mention, I'm not as dummy stupid as I would like to believe, but so I still retain some information of this. Like whenever someone brings up the meat industry, I automatically think of The Jungle, which was some book that was like, a meat industry bad, ooga booga, and meat packaging inspection thing, which added food labels. I understand all of that, but I don't. But what I don't understand is like, yeah, just recently I didn't know where the where the war one ended. I didn't know when that ended. So, but yeah, once I learned when that ended, I was able to link two things together. And as of now, my first paragraph is going to have, the plan is for it to have 5 documents inside of it. Then the second one's going to have possibly two. And then I end it. That's the plan. But it's dumb and stupid. I don't like it. Also, complete completely different thing. Sitting around doing essays is also dumb. It's not that big of a side. It's still related. But I don't like sitting. Sitting is dumb and stupid. I don't like standing still. I don't know why, but whenever I try standing still for extended period of time, I get antsy, very antsy. So if I had to stand perfectly still, I couldn't. I would I would get the urge to either pop something in my body or like move my legs or mess around with my feetsies or whatever. But sitting around and not sitting around doing nothing's not epic. Like that's the reason I like my ISTA classes because I'm able to walk around back and forth until I get it out of my system, and then I can go back and sit down, do my work, get up, and repeat. And yeah, it takes hits into my time, but the thing is, it's nothing I can't handle. Not to mention, I'm also surrounded with the boys, so it's easy. So it's easy to talk notes, ask them for work. Not cheating wise, just like, uh, I'm a little behind. The answer to this is this, right? Okay, yeah, answer to this is answer here, and they respond with yes or no. Or they flame me, but either way, I get my answers. Also, I liked my coding class. My intro to computer science and Excel class. Cause you see, if you biggie brain in the Excel class, you could walk around, and I was. Now I would walk around with the guise of helping people, but in reality, I would just be walking around for the heck of it, and occasionally talking to some friends. Okay, yeah, occasionally talking to some friends. In the code class, I really couldn't do that, but I was able to poke fun and have gangs with the friends nearby and do like little call outs and shouts to friends across the classroom. I enjoyed that. That was fun. I missed my homies in that class. Also, yeah, now this is a completely different thing. Quarantine has completely messed up my social links. I have not been able to hang out with some of my boys. It's gotten to a point to where I feel as if next year I'm going to be very like we're gonna be into very different things, or just be different people. No, what I'm thinking here is might what might happen is I might be bullying, and we might be good. Hey, like nothing changes, we're all the same. But I was really planning on building up my social skills this year, because this would be my transition to actually, yeah, because the next year when I get when I do interviews and shit, I won't look like a fish out of water. But niggas in China were like, hey, yo, what if I eat a bat real quick from a wet market? I'm not trying to smartest move. You can be like, oh yeah, school is canceled, porn premium's free. I don't care. Premium's dumb and stupid. Shouldn't be paying for porn. But besides the point, though, I mentioned the hub. But I was really looking forward to building up social links with some of my other friends, because I just completely jacked all of them up at the beginning of this year by only hanging out with one dude, and then and now I'm not trying to disrespect to this one dude. He's cool and he's epic, and I was like, God, but then it hit me. I went him because he made a slight comment. Now he may think nothing of it, but to me it hit different, and I was like, damn, you know what? For a bit I was really like, man, fuck you, I'm Ghost, but now I'm like, yeah, he was on something. Now I'm out of there. I don't hang out with him as much as I used to, and I kind of regret it because I greatly enjoyed his family's company. I greatly, yeah. Also, yeah, I like his grandparents. They were epic. His parents were epic. Siblings, pretty cool. But then I was like, well, I couldn't let that comment go without noticing. I remember him saying something or stopping him from saying something like that beforehand, but that was way before that. And that brought that back up, and I was like, okay, yeah, I feel like I'm being disrespected. So I left. And I left on to go talk to other friends. And talking to other friends, I was like, hey, it was weird. Because I hadn't talked to them since, like, what, last year. So talking to them felt weird to me. But this one was, but one great opener is the fact that you just happen to be in the same class. So, yeah, if you're in the same class and you're all that people know, it just happens to work out that way. I would really like to talk to my friends again outside of this, but it's a thing of when I talk to them outside of it, I feel like there's this gap. I can't explain it, but I do feel something's there. And, like when I talked to the guy I was hanging out pretty much every day, I didn't realize it until I left. But I'm looking at our text, and it was kind of dry. Like the only time it wasn't dry was when I was also putting in the effort. Now, okay, yeah, I was trying my part. But I'll be honest, as I said, not very fun texting anyway. But I was like, man, this is it's kind of dry. So I don't want to, knowing that I didn't want to go out and pull up into other people's DMs with dry text. And I'm like, So what's a way I could play with my homies? It hits me. The homie in my first period, yeah, so the Vibe Squad in my first period class, two of them were Xbox niggas who occasionally play modded Minecraft. We don't play it anymore. Up to the boys. I'm not gonna make a post about that, but that's besides the point. So yeah, they play modded Minecraft and what is it, Xbox. Then then the other guy, the Vibe Squad, he plays League of Legends. He's a PC gaming boy. He plays League. He's played Doom. I don't know if he's played Call of Duty Warzone, but I will be. I will be playing that on my PlayStation. But it's just dumb and stupid. I'm not a fan. Because I feel like, for the most part, if not the PC boy, me and one of the Xbox boys, we were homies. 10 out of 10. Even if he was a little snake. He had his moments. Okay, he had his moments of being a cool dude, but he was a snake for a good majority of that. Man, he was a cool dude. But, and then second period was my roughest class. Because second period I have to deal with the sins of sins of the father, aka sins from my first year, where I was still going through, when I was still trying to wake up my pride issues, where I was where I was very feeling myself, smelling my own musk. That phrase didn't sound right. It works, but it didn't sound right. It didn't sound right. I didn't like that. So I was very confident, and I was hanging out with people who weren't like me as a person, but were like me in like school. So I would hang out with them, and friendships. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool, and going house to house, and getting. I have very fond memories of that. It was very fun. I like how crazy Project Hijinks is, but it didn't. But I very quickly started feeling like, this isn't it. There's definitely a spot where I don't feel like this is it. Now I don't think myself prideful, but I do. So my pride was hurt. Being around these people definitely put a damper on my pride, and I'm not really a big fan of my pride being hurt. So after after a bit, we kind of fell off. AKA the classic only friends at school thing, where immediately after school ends, you never talk. We did. We met up, we jogged a bit, we raced a bit. I always lost, but it was still fun to hang out with the mans. But after a bit, never talked. Uh, this was also a bit where the one whom I hanged out with, I started not cutting ties, but thinning. But I also wasn't building up any friendships, so I would have to semi-strengthen those ties again. But Mr. Moon, but God, but intro to computer science class, 10 out of 10. God, it was that class. Also, another, first it was that class and Excel. Definitely my most fun, what do you call them? Elective classes I've ever had. I like those classes. Then, and when I say most fun, I mean just in the sense of just being there. Of course, if I had to put most fun, IST, no, intro to IST definitely is up there. But I just want, well, yeah, no, yeah, then another thing, I finally understand what people mean about I want to go back, because I never understood it growing up. Like, why would you want to go back down like you're in the big boy spot. Why would you want to come back to a teacher? Now it's hitting me. I wish to I wish to go back to some classes. I wish to go back grades. I would most definitely wish to return to a point of dummy where I didn't have to worry about anything. It was just do schoolwork. No matter what happened during the week, all our work would be done. There would be no homework on the weekends. And I would just come, and in the moment, I would just come. No, yeah, not that age. Then I'll just wake up. Uh, yeah, it'll be Saturday. Go into gaming room. Open up Smash 4 with the boys. Well, at this point, Splatoon. And just vibe out with the boys. You know what I'm saying? I would die to go back to those moments, dog. But I can't, and it sucks. I I really want to go back. I like to pretend to myself that I haven't that I haven't done things that I would be like, yeah, I'm okay with all my decisions. That's cap. At any point in time, I am capping. Now, this is definitely late night Versace in his fields, because he doesn't want to do an essay. So he's ranting about different topics that worry him. So at any point, any Versace pulls up and is like, hey, don't believe that. Yeah, they're capping. I have made, I must have made mistakes that I wish to go back on. There are people in my head that I cannot get out because they're connected to those mistakes. I can't do, I can't do anything. So being like, I can't do anything or fantasize about a world that could be without those people popping up. I'm like, shit, and it's pathetic. Pathetic? I think it's pathetic. Yeah, I'm trying to look at my speech. I think I've been slipping up. I've most definitely been slipping up. But it's just not epic, man. I'm not a fan. Because those mistakes, I feel like could have been if I would have do a different option, could have made me a better person, a more experienced person. At the same time, I don't think I would have grown to be the person I am today. I'm pretty proud of who I am today to some extent. I'm incredibly proud, but proud nonetheless. Like, let's say, let's say I went after a girl I liked when I was young. Okay, let's see if I understand. Okay, I wouldn't have this. I would, but knowing her, I would not have the build up to bullshit that I do now. I do not stand for it. Because most definitely I wouldn't have been the, what do you call him, wingman or chill dude that she sometimes I feel, but I wouldn't be the coach, if I was actually in a relationship or going for one. So after knowing this, I was like, okay, so if I do that, I probably wouldn't have that ability. I probably wouldn't be as straightforward as I am now. But the song is not helping. You guys can't hear it. I have a desktop audio muted, but song's not helping. Song's not helping. I think it's what song is it? I think it's Las Casitas. Yeah, it's Las Casitas. Casitas. Yeah. Spanish? Nope. That's a different thing. I'm not gonna get into Spanish. But damn, but the song's not helping. I'm weird was on, so maybe I am in my feels as of late. But what's causing this? I could usually just go through months without ever being my feelings, but as of late, I've definitely been, and it's not even quarantine. This is before quarantine even was a thing. I've definitely been in my bag when it comes to my feelings. I think for a good bit, and I know one reason is a feelings of not living up to expectations from family members and parents. Because I could care less about expecting upset for myself. That's me. I can change those on a whim. Also, promises I don't want to break. Because breaking promises, that's dumb and stupid. Like how do you make a promise? Like, it, there's no point where I don't think, like, yeah, I can't think of a realistic promise with that you would break and you could justify. Like, promise me you won't cheat, you cheat. What? That makes no sense. Promise me you'll make good grades. Okay, yeah, now that one I could understand. Like maybe, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, because let's say you're trying your absolute hardest and it just doesn't work out for you. Damn, low key me right now, but that's cap. I'm not trying my absolute hardest in any class that isn't a class I enjoy. But I, God, this song banger. Mm. But yeah, I definitely do feel that the fact that I limit my power when it comes to classes I don't do, it's not a conscious effort. It's not conscious. It's definitely something I wish I could turn off, but I can't. It's I know I have to do it. I know I have to do good in it, so I do try. But it's not like something I enjoy too. I'm like, okay, I can expand upon this. Like, how do you get better at social studies? It's not like science or math where you can just memorize a formula, and then you're set for that unit. Like, yeah, memorize constants and stuff like that. You can say memorize dates and stuff, and memorize names, places. But it's not my fault. We have like 14 Treaty of Paris. Like Treaty of Paris. I think there's one that's like Treaty of Versailles or Versailles. I think there's two of those. It's dumb that we name treaties after places and not events. But it's just, man, I've just never understood how to get better. No one's ever told me how to get better at it other than memorize this, that, and the other. My memory's doogie cheeks, which is why I prefer to do things with my hands. Muscle memory's 10 out of 10 epic, and it's hard to get muscle memory with just, oh yeah, this a date to this. Same thing with, it's a similar thing with English. I feel like English, you can definitely feel yourself getting better at it. But I know that, yeah, English, I feel like if I were to use it a lot, if I were to use it more, I would definitely feel more confident. But I don't. It's to me, yeah, to me, definitely, I feel like we shouldn't have as strong as a thing on English as we currently do. Cause I understand you want your writers to be good and stuff like that, but you should definitely have a choice of how much English you take. Cause I'm not hype. Cause I'm not that big of a fan of the whole thing of like, oh yeah, when am I gonna use this? When am I gonna use that? I'm not a big fan of using stuff like that. But there really are times where I'm like, oh man, when am I gonna? When I need to write this essay? I know times where I'm gonna have to write an essay. Like but it's less of a thing of when am I gonna use it? Cause art school is there for you if you ask me anyway. And I know no one asked, but fuck it, my bad. So it's a thing of they just add to your toolbox. They put tools in, yeah, every class puts tools into your toolbox, which is your mind, so you can later then call upon those tools when the time comes. Now everyone knows the toolbox, yeah, but everyone knows the big brain has limits. So it's always a conscious effort of what you forget and what you remember. You try to remember the more complex things while you can forget the minor things. Now, see, well, with me anyway, I have forgotten most of my English. I have dropped a lot of my English. I don't, and it's not a thing of like I don't know what something is. It's just I don't know the names, which usually leads to homie getting flamed. I also don't know how to pronounce things when looking at them. That's which is regrettable. But mm, yeah, put things in your toolbox for you to let it call upon. Whether you forget it or not, that's up to you. Let's try to remember all that you can and what you all think will be useful for you. But I feel like there is definitely a point to where you think something will come up and it will. I feel like being a janitor has a lot of extra steps to it. Like you're definitely using volume. Yeah, you're definitely using volume and such inside of what do you call it? Being a janitor. So that's yeah. So you're definitely at least using basic conversion rates in math from math and such. Now science, you could say science is used in being a janitor, but I doubt they're gonna be thinking like, okay, but with this then, like wait, with this much, this base, if I put it here on this acid, this will happen. Yeah, no. I think science is definitely a more, what's the word, niche thing to learn. Cause you can go cause yeah, there's definitely points where you can go majority of your life without fully understanding. Actually, cap, cooking involves science, but yeah, no, I can say that. You can go your entire life without actually knowing why anything works and still live a pretty good life. Like, okay, I put heat on this and dough rise. Yeah, I put dough in oven. Dough turns into something else. I don't have to know why it works. I just know it works. Now, to me, I don't like that kind of thinking. I like to know why something works, then try to further improve upon it. All I'm saying is, anyone that knows me, anyone that knows me and knew me back in let's say Pisco or something like that, I only told some of my closest friends this, but I'm telling you, I knew it. I knew how to make a hyperloop or a floating train. I knew how to do it. I was saying it. Just use magnets. I was so confused why no one was using magnets. Like just use magnets. Like magnets float on each other. I was like, hey, just use magnets. Come on now. Or just use the Earth's magnetic field around it, and try to use that. Or go back to point A of just using enclosed magnets. But I'm telling you, dogs, I'm a genius. Cause guess what? It's being used for hyperloops. Magnets. But completely different thing. This song got me hyped. Different song this time. No longer, no longer sad boy. I was just semi hype. What was the point of this? Oh yeah, I want to talk about how I don't like essays and why I'm making this video instead of doing my essay. Yeah, I remember why. I can't further postpone this. It's not Aiden mode unless I get the work done. You know what I'm saying? But what's the topic I want to go back to? It's in my head. Oh yeah, I'll go back to the topic of how quarantine kind of messed up my one to be social. Want to be more social. I really wanted to. It it really hurts that I couldn't. Cause I was really. It might have seemed that way to anyone who hasn't known me to use prior. But I was most definitely trying to be more social. I don't even when I go to the movies with my friends, I don't even get my own food. We I usually have someone else do it for me. Now you may say this is that's sad and pathetic. God, am I saying that like pathetic? Pathetic, 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 pathetic. I think so. Pathetic. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but that's sad and pathetic. I no, keep it going. Yeah, but that's sad and pathetic. Now, I would agree with you, but I won't because that is a sign that I have people do it for me, so I to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Why do it myself when I got people to do it? Like, yeah, why do it myself when I have people to do it for me? I have shooters out here for a reason. Yeah, but I'm now growing that I am too dependent on other people, so I wish to become more self-dependent. Which is why, and see, things I've always wanted to be more independent or self-sufficient, which is why I become certified in a lot of things. Like I'm a Microsoft expert in every single appliance that isn't Access. I want to, but Access is dumb and stupid, but I want to. But also, I'm certified in what was it? Manual work. I have my OSHA. I have my OSHA 10-hour training. I'm certified in ISO 4.0, uh, electric 2 safety, handheld 2 safety, and usage. But yeah, it doesn't have to be certified in multiple things. It makes life a lot easier. But yeah, so I just want to be more self-sufficient. So self-efficient, yeah. But and I realize I can't do that when I have people do my stuff for me, and I don't want to be embarrassed. Cause I'm noticing. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care what people think of me, but I care a lot more of people's impression of me. And I know that's not the same thing, but it's weird. I get like playing League for the first time without anyone there. It was like playing jungle. It was playing. Yeah, it was never playing jungle. I always get antsy. Like I'm very nervous to play jungle because I know what's needed of me and I know what my job is, but it's not even that stressful thing. It shouldn't be. At the same time, I just get worried that I'm not gonna do it to someone's expectations, and it hits me. Like in the middle of that game, whose expectations am I living up to? I don't even know these people, and then all stress is gone. But I've had the same thing when my mom and dad would have me order food, the ops for it. Come on, you know what I wouldn't like. Why couldn't you just do it for me? But I understand. It's just helping me. But I realize that I'm very bad at it. I'm very bad at being social and just talking in general to people I don't know, which really leads, yeah, which makes life a lot harder, especially since in my academy I have to do presentations a lot. Mm. And also, when it comes down to presentations, I don't want to be. I also, yeah, when it comes down to the academy, I don't want to be some dummy like the newsletter. The newsletter is a perfect example of this. The newsletter, I was, yeah, me and my uncle Jalen, cool dude. Mm, okay, dude. Kinda lame, kinda lame. I'll be honest with you, kinda lame. Wait, so me and Jalen, newsletter boys. The newsletter catches a lot of flack for not getting stuff done on time, and I'll be honest, we deserve it. But thing is, it's just it's weird because going into the newsletter, I was okay with it, but I don't. But it all comes back to things, my English is ass. My I can't do it for the life of me. I can't summarize. I can't do this, that, and the other. Even if I was at the event, I don't fully remember the event. And that's what, honestly, that's another thing. I don't fully remember things. I just remember the key details in events, like, yeah, lasers. We went to a laser competition. I don't remember a lot of the stuff that happened at the competition. I just remember I brought my calculator because I got made fun of for it. The calculator became important because I made fun of everyone that made fun of me. I ate gluten-free pizza because I got made fun of for it. And I remember we won because I was flexing. I was very hyped. I like that a lot. But I noticed more stuff in between those events. Like I noticed a lot more stuff in those events. But those are all lost on me. Cause that was like a what 4 hour event. Wait, no, it was like no, it was 4 hours. I think the event itself was 2 hours, but the drive made it hour made 4. I think I just know it was long, but I want to keep doing the what's it called? What's it called? The newsletter. I want to keep doing it, but I have to get better at summarizing and writing. You may think, oh, so you want to remember the key things. I don't remember. I only remember the key things to me. I don't remember the key points. Like I don't remember the questions. I don't remember the questions. The big names that were there. I don't remember any of it. I don't remember any of it. I can't even tell you like the name of the teams that came from my school. I don't know. The thing is, I knew one of them. Now everyone on my team, I know their names. Yeah, I know all of their names. But anything above that, I don't. I don't remember what we did our thing on. It was a fraction. Never mind. I'm cap. A fraction with Jello. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to remember more of it now, but besides the point. I don't remember actually the key points because the big names were very important. Well, to some extent, it's a good thing to know. But I just wanna get through it. Oh, I don't look like an absolute buffoon. But things, uh, call back to Jalen. Jalen also doesn't do a lot of writing either. Well, I don't know actually, because he just doesn't do writing on the actual newsletter, where he tries to take a more executive approach to the newsletter. And if you ask me, the votes should be switched. And this isn't just me just wanting more power. This is me giving actual advice. Like I think the votes should be switched because I'm not strong at writing, and I shouldn't try to become better at writing when it comes to this. Like my whole thing on the newsletter was, yeah, when it first dropped, was I was formatting, I was editing, I was I was like, okay, we have to make all this stuff fit. Okay, I'll make it fit. I'll make it easy to manipulate and change and stuff. And it works. Shout out to the one dude I hang out with. We used to hang out with a lot. He commented when he had to clutch up for us. Whoever did it made it very easy to manipulate and use, and easy, easy to. But it just makes God, it just makes life so much easier if I just had more power. But once again, it's not about me wanting power, Jalen. It's a thing of you're better at writing. We we need more writing. Two, we don't actually have anyone besides. One thing we keep doing is we keep. We had it like the first time. We wanted to because we only relied on ourselves. The second time, which is this year, We try to depend on other people. We should have just depended on the brothers, my people of color, my. Even if I do make fun of you for being darker than me, we should work together a lot more than that. In the sense of we should have played to our strength instead of to our weaknesses. But yeah, that's that. Mm. What was I on this essay, dog? It's like how long have I been talking to myself? It's been like what? 15 minutes, I think. I think anyway. I'll know later. Mm. Okay. So okay, I was just getting into the one, two, three. I was getting into the fourth one, and then getting into the fourth one, into the fifth one, and then after that, I can go to yeah. Then after that, I have to split in half. But there's like the split. Oh, this split's gonna be so bad because like two of those things in there happened during or after uh World War I war. Mm, God, I hate. Yeah, I hate that. God, war, war. Ugh, God, hate ours, dog. Ours fucking suck. I can do some ours, but not all ours, and it's just the ours I got. But like, if I don't got them, then it's cheeks. Mm, but mm, you know what? I'm completely drive this off. I'm completely drive this off of the rails of school and topics. And let's go and let's talk about my enjoyment of current events. Uh, my enjoyment of this quarantine. I enjoy it, but not the work I have to do during it. I do. I see. I know this is irrelevant because I'm gonna post this to YouTube no matter what. But won't tell anyone. But I greatly enjoyed it. Yeah, but I've greatly enjoyed the time I was able to spend with my Discord homies a lot more. Even I do think that sometimes I do take my homies for granted, but I am very grateful that I was able to spend more quality time with them. Even in during times where I'm silent, silent just vibing. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's for those night. Yeah, it's them hours where I'm just sitting there vibing out. You listen to a homie talk, just knowing the homie's on the other side of the mic, and I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying this. But yeah, and I can go from here to another topic of this homies are cool and epic. Once again I do appreciate you guys a lot, and I'm very grateful that I've been able to keep such good friends like you guys for so long. Yeah, as long as I have. I think Ivan's the no. I think it'd be Alex who's the one I haven't had that long. think I think I'm stuff hit a year. God, that's epic. But another thing is, I really want to build up more friendships in person. I'm taking a few notes out of Kenneth's book. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I started thinking like, I want to take. I want to be. Yeah, I want to make more in-person friends. But the thing is, it's just weird because I'm not in a place to do so. Like, whatchamacallit. Like if we all went to the same school, no other background connecting us, I wouldn't meet anyone besides like I think the only way I'll meet you guys is in English. I wouldn't meet you guys in math. But actually, no, I can meet you guys in math. Yeah, I'll be able to meet you guys in maybe math, definitely English, and but that's it. Cause I, cause all the classes you guys are taking now, besides that, I've already taken like eight. AP World, I've already taken it. Got a 2 on it. You already know. I got a 2 on it. I already know, but nah, I'm not really shaking up about it. I'll take, I'll, I'll take it and keep pushing. No shame in my game here. I'll, I will bring up the fact that I got a 2, and I will pin the bullying on my teacher. But at the end of the day, I understand that it takes two to tango. But mm, I just don't know. I just really want to meet new people who are more similar to the friends I have on Discord, but in person. So I don't have to constantly, what's the word? Because, like, I found people, right? I found them. The thing is, we don't talk outside of school, and I'm okay with that. But it's like, I'm telling you, like, after this quarantine stuff's done, it's gonna be weird coming back. At the same time, that's a benefit to having school homies, because these extended periods of time when you're not talking, you can ask, like, oh, and you can just bring up topics that happen inside the downtime, and like, and, and that's like at least a month's worth of topics. Unless you like me. Actually, no. Even if you just play games, if you're talking to fellow gamers who play the same stuff, you can go into more detail. Then, but yeah, I just wanted to have more scones like that. But then, yeah, I can take that request back. Yeah, I can take that request back. I already have that. But another thing is, I want I want to reconnect with some of my older friends, but I I feel as if it's too late. I feel like the bridge between us, between me and like the Hotspot boys, is too far. Like I would want to talk to them because it's my boys. It was my boys from Tennessee and stuff. That's what epic. I've also put Caesar in that category, in that category. But it's like, man, such a big gap between what we do now, and like who we are as people now. I'm definitely not what I used to be, especially in terms of Smash. Because one, I don't play Smash. Two, in all honesty, I've never tried in Smash. I've always chosen a character, and I'm like, yeah. I like this. I like this. I like it simple. And usually that leads to me picking like a bad character, but I could care less because at some point I'm going to be playing with the boys, so it doesn't matter. I can take my L's as long as it's with the boys. But they're definitely out there in the Smash ability. So opening up back through Smash, at least beginning is gonna be like, I'm ass. But things I know yeah, I'm pretty sure they play different. Yeah, I know they play different games. I know they play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is it's a game. I don't really enjoy kart racing games, but they're like, but I'm not. But I know they have GTA, but and I'm one of the few people in my Discord group that one either has it or two grinds it, and I'm the actual grinder of the group. Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I grind without even a goal in sight. I just want money, and I want money fast. Yeah, and I want money faster and faster, so I grind more and more. But what's the word? I also know they play. I also know at least one of them plays Warframe, I think the guy that plays Warframe, me and him go, like, me and him are epic, dog. I remember teaming up with him in Smash 4 against people, but that was crazy, man. I enjoyed that a lot. But I that's missing. And it's not like they're gone or dead. Like I'm in a Discord server with them, but it's like that's still I find it hard to approach because their servers are very different from what I would want a server to be. You know, because what they want to see what the server is like this huge. I want to say huge. I mean like 200 people. But it's like that. But there's no limit to how many people are there. So it's like either they're all playing the same game or they're playing different games. They try to diversify, but most people just go to general. You know, it's chaotic, but at the same time, that's their thing. Me, I like a small, close knit group. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone just vibes out. Not that hard to get into, not that hard to leave. Well, yeah, not that hard to get into. Kind of hard to leave because you're like, man, those are my boys. Like I know them. I think like I can leave the hotspot right now and be like, yeah, I only need like 4 people. I only need like 5 people in there. I'm not losing a lot, but at the same time, I'm like, man, those are my friends. Like I used to go all with those boys, and like yeah, they have it on a YouTube channel. Like I think it's you know what, fuck it, I ain't getting paid. The sponsorship seat. Yeah, they have it on YouTube channel, and I look at them like, oh yeah, yeah. But I remember, yeah, I remember like watching their uploads and stuff. I remember being there and TYC, like hearing them talk about it, being there when they talked about it, being in the conversation. I was like, oh yeah, you know me. I wasn't like, oh yeah, okay, guys, yeah, you guys are dumb. You guys are dumb and stupid. Like, come on. But in reality, I was enjoying I was peeping the content. I was support the boys. But I would watch. I'm like, it's just. But now I'm like, oh snap, they grinding. But every time I peep one of their videos like as a checkup, yeah, see how they're doing. That intro always hits you with nostalgia, and I hate it. Like, because you would think at this point, like at in this point in time, they have so much better stuff that they would change the intro. But no, it's the same. It just hits different. I know if they were to change it, I know a part of me like, oh yes, I can finally watch the videos without feeling nostalgic every time. But it's like, but I think that I don't know if they change it. But like, man, that's crazy, man. They changed. Like I don't know how to explain it. But for the most part, I don't like dive. I put them in the part where I don't dive into what they're doing. I find it better to just leave the past in the past and not worry about what's gonna happen later. It's something like if I feel the need to hang out, or like if the time comes, I'm like, or yeah, where I'm actually, what? Because talk's cheap. So if I actually like decide to go in and not pen to paper, but act on my thoughts. Yeah, there we go. Then that'll be it, you know. But as of now, I don't see it happening. It's mainly just me like, I chalk it up to nostalgia. Because it's the times where the disco boys aren't online. I'm like, I, yes, time when the, when disco boys aren't online, but I'm like, I need my friends like this, then they're like, I'm becoming dependent. But then when the boys get online, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what I was waiting though. 10 out of 10 epic. Or like one of the boys gets on, I'm like, hey, you know what? Epic. I could hang out with that one-on-one times epic. I like that. Even if I don't talk a lot in the one-on-one times, I do enjoy them. But I could never get that in the hotspot, so I do appreciate this. Yeah, another thing of like, yeah, I just appreciate the friends I have now. I appreciate the group. I appreciate everyone in there. Yeah, I really do. Even if I'm an asset, yeah, even if I'm an asset from time to time, I'm still big friends. I wouldn't, I wouldn't sell out any of them, which is saying that out loud. It's kind of crazy. I most definitely, like, there was definitely a point in time where I was definitely in the mindset of put put me in a situation where there's a situation where I put prices on everyone's heads. Don't tell anyone about this anyway. I can say this now. It's been years. Yeah, I put prices on everyone's heads because I would pay, and that's how much you'd have to pay me to sort them out or something like that. No, no one has to worry. It was never below. What was it? Mm, yeah, it was never below 45K. I'm not checking, so I don't actually know, but I'm pretty sure it's never below 45K. But now I can definitely say I wouldn't sell Alex, and he just came back. Darren, maybe Darren. But at the same time, I know I wouldn't, because in the starter factor, and also I owe his parents a lot. I owe him and his parents a lot. Same reason why I wouldn't give up. Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time with. Oh, I owe him and his parents too much. Well, him and his entire family too much. Yeah, I know his mom doesn't think about this, but I occasionally do when she said I can be a part of their family, and that made me feel happy. But that made me feel happy. I was very happy when I came back home after that. I was very proud. I was happy. Mm. I no longer feel stressed. I feel at peace. I feel cool, calm. And who would have thought it would just take me talking to myself? Like, let me cut that mic on real quick and start talking. I like this. I might have to start doing this more often when I start talking to myself and just cut the mic on and let it just flow out. No homo, no quotes. Also, yeah. First of all, when I say no quotes, Kenneth, I mean no quoting. Like, no, I know I don't say it a lot, but I'm gonna start back saying it. How about that? Yeah, but yeah. I'm definitely gonna find it very hard to talk shit, act, talk shit, and be shit to the niggas when after this goes up, cause I think there's a solid 2 minutes of me in here saying, "Hey, man, love the homies. I want niggas love the homies." Like, hey, man, I appreciate everyone in there, man. I love everyone in there, no homo, man. Like, we all brothers, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a solid 2 minutes of me saying that, so, yeah. But, and after saying that, I can definitely say this. I feel like most definitely, I could definitely have celestial bodies moment. Yeah, if everything were to go away and yeah, if everything were to go away right now, I could definitely be happy. I would definitely have no complaints. I feel at peace. Even if I didn't get to talk to the Osborne boys, probably wouldn't, cause mm, I'll talk to them, but probably end in a way of like, yeah, it was fun, but I have to acknowledge our differences and that we've grown apart, and just accept that. That's what I Yeah, that's what I do with Caesar. I just have to except that talk to him like, yeah, I still homies, but except the fact that we went apart, and it was a natural growing. Like we went in each other's lives for like 8 years, so there's no reason I should still be thinking of that. Not same thing with same thing with the Josh. I think I should have asked out. It's been years. Still thinking about it. Kind of makes me weird. But quarantine got me acting different. It's giving me too much time to think back on my past actions. Because there are too many times I've just been an asshat and I regret it. And I want to go back and fix it, but different state, different time. Yeah, but doing either in a different state or such. Also, my middle school boys. You don't really, I don't. But I was there for 2 years and get through every. But I don't talk to them as much as I should, because once again, I owe their family. I'm starting to notice a trend here. Every year, every school year, like every block of school, I owe someone's family a lot. Man. But you know what? I can most definitely say, no matter what Brooklyn says about you guys, we're gonna trade that time for the world. I enjoyed that time. Some of my funnest moments. Yeah, I enjoyed that. God, why does it sound like I'm making that like a suicide tape? I want to saying goodbye to everyone. But that's the point. I don't know what the point is. I don't know why I said it. Yeah, I feel like everything I've said up to now has been besides the point. It's just been some side tangent on me talking about friends, and I don't know what else came before it. What time is it? 5:07. I'm having none of my meets start up soon. They all start up at 12. But now if I go to sleep, I will not be waking up. I will not be waking up until like 1. And I want to be there for my push 1. Despite me not liking anything I'm doing. It's the best thing I can do to counteract it. I was gonna talk to one of my teachers about my feelings, but I just decided to do this. I'd probably email my push teacher about it and talk to my English teacher about what she thinks I can do to become a better essay boy. But besides that, that's all I can do is ask. All I can do is ask and hope they answer. And when they do, and if they do answer, try to act on the advice they give. But that's it. I can't. But ooga booga. I have to. Yeah, but ooga booga. But I do have to pee. Oh yeah, that pee was good. I like that. Easy. It's not caring to me that my name's been up there. I don't care. God. I don't think with this I can now get to work on my essay. But yeah, as I was saying, I've been through this a lot. I've been talking about these topics for a fat minute now, and it's man. I used to look. I used to be like, yeah, Miss Stacey, you're just sad. why are you talking to yourself so for a prolonged amount of time, and pacing around your room as if anyone's there to listen to you? But then, now, yeah, but then I realized that, yeah, I can just use YouTube and record that. But yeah, I'm happy. At no point in time do I just feel whack. Also, hold up, anyway, yeah, I don't know if anyone's here, but probably no one's here. But I just want to say this: anything I upload, unless stated otherwise, should not be taken as you should watch the gameplay or the video itself. And most of it's just a thing of, yeah, just listen to, I guess, my voice and those weird gaps in the middle, or just listen to what me and my friends are doing. Now you can look at the videos if you want, but like, let's take this one for example. Right, you just saw me like type like what 4 words. Well, no, you didn't type. You saw me hit Control V, and the words popped up. Yeah, this is definitely something you listen to, but that just makes life. When I think that would make things a lot easier. Also, has my voice changed? I still believe my voice is very high. Yeah, I still believe my voice is very high pitched. I want to actually know if my voice has changed. Cause I don't really record my voice that often. So, yeah, God, I still wish the voice I heard was the voice other people heard. God, I wonder what other people hear their voices as. Hmm. I think everybody hears a better version of the voice they currently have. Actually, I don't know. Isn't it? I think so. It's deeper. I think anyway. Oh, I kept it 5 hours at 10 a.m. Yes, sir. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to get this over with because I already missed the. I already missed the 45 second thing. That's not fun. Yeah, I already missed the 45-minute window. 45-minute window. I didn't even have 2 paragraphs. Well, I still not 2 paragraphs. I've been vibing out, but yeah, but I'm not talking to myself. But yeah, I would really just like to work from home a lot. But since of I can't make a living. Yeah, I know I can't make a living out of investments. But God bless. I know everyone says this, but actually no one says this. I'm thinking of it. Yeah, when I'm retired, life's easy. It's gonna be easy. Whether I have a wife or not, have grandkids or kids in general, doesn't matter. Life's gonna be easy. It's gonna be what I always wanted to be. Game Central. I can only think of how far the gaming industry would have progressed in that time. But yeah, I would like to be playing games during that time. That's what I would like. I would not want to be sitting around in a what do you call it? A retirement home or an elderly house or whatever they're called. I think they're called retirement homes. Man, but yeah, I think we're gonna stop it soon. Once I can think of a topic, then I'll just But once I can think of a topic, then it ends. Hmm. Yeah, I believe it ends.